Hi, and welcome back to another episode of Prelude to Practice. My name is Wesley, and today we're going to be walking through Units 5, 6, and 7 today. They're relatively short, so we're going to go ahead and see if we can cover all three today. The first thing that we're going to cover is on Unit 5, the half rest and the whole rest. Now, if you have some trouble remembering which is half and which is whole, like I did growing up, I want you to think of this. I want you to think of the half rest looking like a hat. You see it on top of page 36, right there on the left? It looks like a hat that goes on someone's head. And on the right, where it has the whole rest, it looks like you're walking and then you fall into a hole in the ground, okay? I know it's silly, but hey, if it works, okay? So let's start with Unit 5, page 36. We're going to start on forest drums. Our left hand is going to start with our one finger on the A and the 5 finger on the D, okay? Right hand doesn't start till measure 5 with our 3rd finger on our F, okay? We're going to move quickly, but we're going to start softly, okay? Here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. Half rest. Get in louder. Half rest. Half rest. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice and loud here. Move down. Back down. Back up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Hopefully you noticed the octave lower sign down there on the bottom of page 37. Okay, moving on. Let's take a look at page 38, No Moon Tonight. We're going to start softly. And we're going to start with our right hand, thumb on A, and left hand, thumb on C. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. A little bit louder. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Off. Okay. Well, let's take a look at Grumpy Old Troll on page 39. Okay, we have some staccatos, we have some slurs, we have a 2 octaves lower there at the end, so be sure to watch for that. Right hand starts with your 4th finger on the F. Left hand starts with your thumb on G. Okay? 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And there is the Grumpy Old Troll there. I like how at the end it kind of reminds you of its snoring. That's quite clever. Okay. Wow, that was a short unit. Okay. Well, unit 6, here we are. We talk about half steps and whole steps. Now, simply put, a half step is just the next note to the right or to the left on the piano. Okay? So if I'm playing C and I go up a half step, it's going to be on that C sharp. Okay? It's just whatever comes next. If I'm on D and I go down a half step, I'm back at that C sharp. Okay? We're going to discuss sharps and flats here at the next page, I believe. Yep, next page. But for now, we're just going to call them half steps up and half steps down. Okay. Now, we have a rule that we have to acknowledge here. On page 40, it talks about the rule for sharps. And basically, a sharp or flat is going to stay sharp or flat for the whole duration of that measure. Okay. So if you have like 5 Fs and the first one is sharped, then the other 4 are also sharped within that measure. Now, if it goes beyond that measure, we'd have to resharp that, okay? And you see that on the bottom of page 40 in measure 2 in the left hand. It says, well, the first one is sharped, that F sharp is there, and the second one doesn't have a sharp sign, but it's still sharped, okay? So we have to make sure that we remember that rule, okay? All right, Merlin's wand, really short. We have that repeat sign. Here we go. Use the pedal. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Softly. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. All right. Now, when I play that, I forgot the pedal, so make sure that when you play that, make sure you use that pedal there. Okay, first time loud, second time soft. Okay, so does that make sense about the sharp rule there? How it stays sharp for the whole measure? Okay, good. All right, moving on to page 41. Russian sailor dance. Okay, left hand, 2 finger on A. Right hand, 1 finger on C. Okay. Pretty straightforward. It's a rather energetic song, so I'm just going to go ahead and just rock this song through, okay? 1, 2, ready, go. Nice and loud. Okay, fun song to play. Okay, now here's where we go over flats. Did we go over sharps already? No. Okay, so flats on page 42. Flats is a half step going lower on the piano, or descending. So if this is my A, okay, this is my A flat. Okay, on the top of 42, it shows E and then E flat, D, and D flat. Now, it's not necessarily the black note. It can be, and most of the time it is, but it's just whatever comes to the left of it, or whatever is down from that note, or lower from that note. For example, here we have 2 white keys that are adjacent to each other. So this is my F, and this here is my F flat. Now, it's most commonly called E, okay, but yes, it is F flat, okay? All right, same thing applies. If you have flats in the same measure, it stays flat. Super Secret Agent, very similar to the Merlin song. We're going to play it once loud, and on the repeat, we're going to play it softly. Here we go. Softly this time. 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay. All right. Party song on page 43. Okay, so on on line 2, measure 6, our left hand goes over, so be sure to watch for that, okay? All right, left hand starts on F. Right hand starts on C. So both thumbs are going to be sharing that C note, okay? It's a tight fit, but I'm confident you can do it, okay? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, rest. 1, 2, 3, rest. 1, 2. And off. Okay. A few more. Boogie on Broadway. Okay, we have some flats and sharps we have to be on the lookout for. In measure 1 and 2, we have flats, and 3 and 4, we have sharps, or just measure 4, we have sharps, okay? All right, yeah, here we go. Right hand, 1 finger on middle C. Left hand, thumb on G. Here we go. over to scarf dance. Now this is a little bit different because both hands have a treble clef sign. Okay, so simply put, all that means is both hands are going to be above the middle C. Okay, so our left hand thumb is on G, left hand pinky is on C. Right hand thumb is on the treble C. So we're in the middle, well, we're not in the middle C position, but we're both above middle C. Here we go. Repeat sign, back to the beginning, softly. Softly here. Okay. All right. Unit 7, we talk about tonic and dominant. Okay. So basically the tonic is the first note of your scale. So you may have learned the C major scale. Now the first step of that scale is called your tonic. Okay. The fifth is going to be your dominant. Okay, those are two pretty important notes in the scale, so make sure that you remember those two words, tonic and dominant. Okay, now if you already know a few scales, it still applies. Let's say we're doing our A scale. The A is the tonic, and now the E is the dominant. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's going to be your dominant note. Okay, and the two-note march on page 46. Those are the only two notes we play, the tonic and the dominant. So right hand, 5 finger on G. Left hand, 1 finger on G. Okay, now that is the dominant since we're in the key of C. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. Tonic, dominant, tonic, dominant. I'll do it again. Dominant, tonic, dominant, tonic, dominant, and your tonic there at the end. Okay. Now in the left hand, on Girl on a Bicycle on page 47, the left hand has the tonic and the dominant. Okay, so basically we're just alternating between the two. And in the right hand, we have the C scale. Okay? All right, so here we go. Girl on a Bicycle. 1, 2, ready, go. Dominant, tonic, dominant, tonic, dominant. One more time, and 1. And on the bottom of 46, it's very similar, but the right hand now alternates between tonic and dominant. The left hand has the scale. So right hand thumb on treble C, left hand on the bass C, 5th finger. Okay, here we go. Tonic, dominant, tonic, dominant, tonic, dominant. One more time, go. Okay, and that would also serve as a great warm-up. So whenever you start your songs in your book, just hop on to page 47 and just, hop along with great warm-up, okay? And I believe that is it for today. We did 5, 6, and 7. And yeah, so thank you for tuning in today, and stay tuned for Unit 8 at our next episode of Prelude to Practice. Have a great day.